The ancient Greeks had many stories to tell and projected these stories into the heavens, naming the stars and constellations in an attempt to make sense of all the myriad of patterns they saw up there. A taste of the rich lore is offered here with sharing the ancient Greek stories of the constellations Lyre and Andromeda. The story of the constellation Lyre, a constellation depicting that of the lyre instrument, is that of beauty and music overcoming the machinations of devious creatures on the high seas. Now, this lyre was no ordinary instrument. No, this lyre was the one that the eagle Aquila gave to Orpheus. And Orpheus's gift, in turn, to the mortal world was the creation of music and poetry for all to enjoy. Orpheus, as well as being a famed musician and poet, was also a member of the heroic seafaring adventurers named the Argonauts. On one of the voyages the Argonauts took, they were sailing when they came across 3 islands that were occupied by the Sirens. The Sirens, according to Greek myth, were mythical creatures whose song was irresistible to sailors who dared navigate their islands. They drew unprepared sailors helplessly towards them, causing boats to crash upon the rocky stones of the shore, thus killing all aboard to the demise of the voyage. However, this time, the Argonauts, with Orpheus on board, were able to resist the Sirens' song because, as it turns out, Orpheus played better music. He was not only louder than the Sirens, but even more beautiful. What with his lyre from the heavens and he a mortal man, this was nothing short of miraculous. The second story, that of Andromeda, starts with her mother, the queen Cassiopeia, who, proudly and boastful of her daughter, made the bold claim that Andromeda was equal in beauty to that of the sea nymphs, the Nereids, who were the favourites of the god of the sea, Poseidon. Now, Poseidon wasn't too happy about that. Poseidon has Andromeda imprisoned and chained to a small stone island off the coast for eternity. And to make sure she doesn't get away, he sets a sea monster named Cetus as her jailer. Meanwhile, there is a hero named Perseus, who, with his mirrored shield, has just defeated the fearsome Gorgon Medusa, with her hair as snakes and a gaze that could turn one to stone. Sprouting from her severed head was Pegasus, the fabled winged horse that no one could ride. Pegasus was a heroic steed who flew through the skies with utmost grace and majesty, a divine beast born of the god of Poseidon and the Gorgon Medusa. Pegasus and the hero Perseus eventually meet and form a close bond and ally their forces to save the princess Andromeda from the machinations of Poseidon's fearsome sea creature Cetus. Together, they go forth to the small stone island where Andromeda is held. And after much struggle and heroic valor, Perseus defeats the devious sea monster Cetus. The Greek stories are rife with divine complications, but sometimes the heroes' stories end with victory over their dangerous world, and we, who look to the sky for inspiration will remember those stories.